Alrighty, we are on the way to Utah to pick up Brianna. Just transitioning from the 60 to the 15, so just getting started. Heading up there. So, anyways, we'll actually pick her up first thing in the morning. I'm gonna stay in a little town called Hurricane or Hurricane, or I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but I'll stay there tonight. So I'm not gonna burn the pavement up too hard to get up there in too big of a rush because I'm just going there to sleep. So anyways, just got done weighing in at Weight Watchers, and yeah, another 5 pounds, actually a total of 7 today, or this week at weigh in, for a total of 15 for the total weight loss. So we're on track. I got to just stick with it, and that's exciting. Interesting thing that in the group we were talking about mindfulness, which is one of the techniques that they use with what's called DBT therapy, the therapy that Brianna is engaged in, has been in for some time. And mindfulness is just a way of bringing you back to the here and now, and keeping your mind from focusing either on the past or the future, and just bringing you back to where you are in the present. And it helps with relieving anxiety and emotional dysregulation, basically. So it was interesting that for weight loss, but you know, a lot of the same thing. It's a lot of you know, I mean, really, it sounds horrible to say this, but you know, overeating is an addiction, just like any other addiction. And you know, it's you've got to get in a different mindset. You've got to be it's got to be something that you want to do to lose weight. And in some ways it's more difficult. You know, if I'm addicted to cocaine, well, you know, I can stop doing cocaine cold turkey, work the program that I'm working, and you know, or if I'm addicted to alcohol, I'm an alcoholic, then I can stop drinking. With food, it's a little different because I always have to have some food, right? I always have to have enough to be able to fuel my system. But it's a different mindset. It's that I'm eating not as a way of medicating myself, or not as a way of dealing with emotions, or I'm using food to fuel my body. Versus, now it doesn't mean that I can't enjoy food, but it means that my mindset's got to be that, hey, you know, ultimately I'm looking to fuel my body. Once in a while I might have a treat, but I'm not going to use food as a way of dealing with my issues. I'm not going to, and it's a lot of times it's unconscious. I know I wasn't thinking about that daily, but as things get difficult, you grab a candy bar, you do whatever you do without even thinking, and you know, just to distract you from you know, from what you've got to deal with. And so mindfulness is a good technique to bring you back in the here and now, and think about what you're doing or what you're using food. So when I go to eat, well, one is I'm tracking how much I'm eating all the time, and I'm making decisions. Okay, do I want to eat this because I've got a limited amount of fuel that I'm allowed, or that I should be putting in my system today? So if I'm eating this, is this going to be more? Is this going to be detrimental to what I'm going to be doing later on? So it's just a matter of bringing it into your mind on what you're doing. So a lot of rambling, I know. Anyways, that really has nothing to do with picking up Brianna, but I'm happy that I'm down 15 pounds, and I just want to stick with it. I've lost a lot of weight. I mean, I probably wouldn't weigh anything if I had all the weight that I've lost and then regained. So so it's a struggle. I mean, in that sense, and I'm not saying that I understand exactly what Brianna's going through, but I do get the addictive part of it. I do get the cravings and the using different things for avoidance and to feel better, to medicate emotional pain. I get that. Also, I believe that that the Lord will sustain me as well, and I think that's important. For me, it's very important. It's essential. I don't think I would have stayed with it even as long as I have without Him sustaining me. And I don't think that the Lord wants me to abuse the things that He provides. And food is a way that we fuel the system. But anything you do in life that now is changing your life to where you're living unhealthily, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, food is good in and of itself. Eating a candy bar could be good in and of itself, and a piece of cake. But is what you're doing allowing you? Is it taking over your life to where it's detrimental to you in some way? And certainly, to my health, food is definitely that way. And it could be, it could be drinking, it could be drugs, it could be sex, it could be whatever that you are using in a way that in and of themselves may not be, well, drugs, I don't know if there's too much good about that, but unless you're using them for a certain purpose but anyways, are you using them in a way that edifies your life, or using them in a way that they're actually taking over your life and causing you to live in an unhealthy way? With me, food addiction definitely is an issue, and it's a struggle every day. So it's one that I think mindfulness and being aware of what I'm doing and when I'm doing it definitely helps. But I think one of the addictions we don't talk about anymore is, or we don't talk about too much, is addiction to electronics, addiction to social media, addiction to YouTube, addiction to whatever. Is it taking over your life? Is it causing you to live an unhealthy lifestyle?